did the viewers react to your song?
They were all shocked because like I had like a little core fan base, you know what I mean? Not where it's at now, obviously, but I had a few people who were rocking with me, and they were admirable to the style that I was kicking before. That was kind of like, you know, the mainstream style, mainstream path.
Yeah.
And you know, when I dropped that, they're like, you know, whoa, I didn't know you were even going through all this stuff, and you know, I'm going through the same thing, and I would just read comments like, you know, my uncle just passed away a week ago, and this is something that I'm using to cope with it. You know what I mean? And I just started getting all these comments, like, you know, people just really relating to it, and that's kind of like when I knew like I had a purpose. You know what I mean?
How many views did this video get?
Definite. So it was my highest it's actually my highest viewed video right now. And at the time though, I was averaging about like 2,000 views a week.
Wow.
And this one hit 10,000 in a week.
Wow.
So that's when I knew, like, I was like, okay, I was just so shocked. Like every morning I'd wake up and like there'd be an extra 1,000, 2,000 views on it.
I mean, not to put numbers out there, but that's how YouTube works. Really quick. So how many views does Mockingbird have already?
I think it's nearing 250,000 plays.
How many subscribers do you have?
Right now I'm at 42,000 and I think like 90.
How much did you have before the song? How many did you have after the song?
So before the song, I think at the time I had like 4,000 subscribers, and I think about like a month after I was sitting at like 6,000.
Wow.
But you know, I had a really dedicated fan base after it. You know, they found me really relatable, so I had that core fan base and just started building from there. You know, and I just started putting out music like similar to that one. You know, just kind of telling more of my stories. You know, and slowly but surely, like, the numbers just kept rising.
Why is Sik Nation so down for you? Like, why do you think that is? I mean, like, I know there's other rappers out there and stuff like that, but you're the only person that I know so far that like they really rock with you. Like, it seems like you have a community and a family within them, and like it's really interesting to see this. So tell me more about that experience with your Sik Nation.
Definite, yeah, man. I mean, I love every single member in it. You know, I think they just, you know, the fact that I'm like someone who's relatable to them. The difference, I think, between me and every other artist is I respond to everybody. You know what I mean? And I take my time. Like, I'll take 3 hours of my day and sit there just replying to Facebook, because I have a lot of messages, like, especially now, like, because I kind of went viral, like, recently.
Hey.
I mean, the messages are just constant, you know?
Wow.
And I can't see other artists' messages, but I just know they don't respond how I do. Like, I really take my time. I Skype fans. Like, I just want them to feel like a personal connection, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's hard because there's like so many people, and I mean, obviously I can't get to every single one, but I do anything I can to make them feel acknowledged. Like, I'll like a comment, anything, you know what I mean?
So why are you taking that approach?
Because I feel like they changed my life. It was all a dream before, and you know, now, like, realistically, like, a lot of things that I thought weren't possible are becoming possible. And it's because they're people, you know what I mean? They're people who are constantly listening, and they're supporting me. So, like, you know, I just want to be there and make them feel like I have a personal connection with me, you know? Like, I don't want them, like, I want them to basically be like, I never met him, but I know everything about him. I know who he is as a person, you know?
So I know that Sik Nation knows, but I don't know. But you used to go by Sik Kid, right? So give me the history on that and why we changed it to Sik World.
So it was Sik Kid. I changed it because I felt like I was no longer a kid. And I'm working on an album right now. Like, the music I'm on is just like, it's a whole new level. So I just feel like I need a whole new identity. You know what I mean? I just wanted to switch it up. I'm not a kid, so I just changed it to Sik World. You know, I wanted to do something different. Because like Sik World, like, when you first hear it, like, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's the same thing with like The Weeknd. If you didn't know who The Weeknd was, and I told you I'm changing my name to The Weeknd, you would look at me like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But once The Weeknd hit fame and did the XO and the whole, XO and then his branding, his like whole name is just like super dope. You know what I mean? Like, everybody likes that name. It's creative. So I just felt like I could have that same effect, you know?
So who is Sik Kid, Sik World, Jonathan?
That guy is someone who just wants to live a happy life. I want to be very personal with my music. I want people to relate to me. And, you know, I want to change the world. I know it sounds corny, but I want to like really change the world in some way, shape, or form. I think we all have a purpose. We just have the trouble finding it, you know, and I found mine.
And speaking of the world, what would be your message to it?
Focus on you, never give up, and always keep a smile, because smiles are very important.
So as opposed to your message to the world, what would be your message for the young folks in Arizona and in the world?
Don't give up on your dreams. I know like a lot of people say it, but I mean, it's so true. Like, you don't know who you can become if you just invested that time and actually like invest it. Like, don't just like half-ass it. If you dedicate yourself and do something and you become good at it, I mean, the world is endless, you know? Like, I would have never known like this identity that I have, the Sik World, the followers, the fans, the people who support me. Like, I would never known that exists if I would would have listened to when the people called me fat, lame, whack as hell, whatever name they want to put me in, or wannabe, whatever you want to call it. If I would have like listened to that, I would not know what it is to be who I am now. And I love who I am now. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. Like, just don't ever give up.
Out of curiosity, if there wasn't a YouTube, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
I don't know. I think probably something in banking. I know it sounds really random, but I actually I love numbers and I love banking.
All right. So what is next for Sik World?
Definitely. So I'm working on an album, When Stars Align, and it's gonna be coming out 2016. This is my first project, so I mean it's gonna be awesome. I mean, this is my first thing like ever putting like, I'm gonna get super personal with it. Like everything people heard before is like it's just a taste like to what's to come, you know.
And why that title for your album?
When Stars Align. So I feel like I'm in the position of my life because everything that went wrong made everything right. You know what I mean? And I feel like every like star represents something, like my life, my like the people who I've dated, my personal life, everything that was negative.
Yeah.
Like I was in that position, and it sounds hella weird. I know it's like you have to think in your mind, but it's like kind of like you have to imagine it, and it's all scattered. But now when I'm here, who I am today, and I learn from everything, when stars align, you get the beautiful image, and that beautiful image is going to be my album, and it's going to be everything I rap and talk about. You know what I mean? Nice. So it's just like a. Yeah.
Sik World, thank you so much for being on
no
Phoenix
problem.
Rising. I really appreciate it. Let's give them all of your links really quick so they can follow you in all of the social media.
Definite. So it's going to be, everything is at Sik World Music, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and YouTube. So go ahead and subscribe and follow me. And if you're Sik Nation and you're watching this, please follow her as well. She's awesome.
My name is K.Short. Thank you so much for watching Phoenix Rising. Y'all got to know Sik World. Make sure to watch out for him. All of his links are going to be below. He's already a huge YouTuber. I'm sure he's only going to get bigger in time. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And because you're awesome, amazing, you're going to subscribe and you're going to share it. Sik Nation, I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you.
Do it, man.
Just like his Mockingbird, y'all, your Mockingbird, you're going to do it too. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
You gotta fight it off. Yeah. And the deepest cuts leave the nicest scars.